Hey, Regina from Eat Travel Life, and today we are making sausage and biscuits with gravy using our Hell's Kitchen cookware. And I can't wait to show you how easy and simple this was. It took me 35 minutes to make this today. I am so excited. So let's go ahead and get started.
Start out by preheating your oven to 425 degrees and then adding in your flour, your salt, and your baking powder. And once that is all together, we're going to go ahead and give it a quick mix just to incorporate. Grab your cold butter and let's go ahead and chop that up. I like to use a bench scraper. It is easier to cut, and I'm not putting my warm hands on the butter because you want to keep this butter as cold as possible. So I like to cut it in thirds and then flip it over and cut it in thirds. And then I will turn it and cut it into smaller pieces. The smaller pieces you can get it into, the better off you will be making fluffy, buttery biscuits. Go ahead and get it into the small pieces and put it into your dough, and then we're going to mix this in before we add in any of the wet ingredients because we want to get this to kind of looking like sand, and we want it to be really well incorporated. Otherwise, the butter will release from the biscuits, and you don't want that to happen. This is what your dough should look like after incorporating the butter. You're going to add in buttermilk next. If you don't have buttermilk, just add in a little bit of lemon juice to your milk and let it sit for a couple of minutes, and it will incorporate and turn into buttermilk. Add that into your biscuits and then mix in with a fork until incorporated. And it will be like a shaggy dough, and shaggy just means that it's still kind of wet and not a formed shaped ball. Add a little flour to your surface and then go ahead and put your biscuits down, the dough down onto the cutting board or your countertop, whatever you got. And we're going to shape this with the bench scraper again to create layers. And to do that, you're just going to flip it over on top of itself a few times, and that will give you layers that will puff up when we bake that. Once your dough is flattened, you can go ahead and cut out your biscuits and make sure you go down and up. You don't twist so that you can get the flaky biscuits. We're going to add a little bit of butter to our Hell's Kitchen pan and get it a little seasoned here so we can put the biscuits in. We are going to bake the biscuits in our pan. Our pan is cooled. We've got the biscuits. Go ahead and put those in, and you want to give them a little bit of space so that they can poof up, and then put them in your preheated oven. And at 425, they need to cook for about 10-15 minutes. And now we can start on our sausage. So go ahead and put your ground sausage into your pan. We're going to cook on a medium-high heat. There's even cooking with the Hell's Kitchen cookware, and I'm using the 11-inch pan so that when we add in all of the milk for the gravy, it's going to have enough space. So go ahead and get your sausage started, and we're going to chop this as it cooks into small pieces. And this will take a little bit of time, but just keep going and it's going to be so worth it. Let me know in the comments, do you like using mild or hot spicy sausage when you make sausage and biscuits? You can see the sausage bits are getting smaller. You can cut them down as small as you want. Make sure to add in some salt and pepper. We're going to also season at the end. This is looking really good. The sausage is starting to season up and brown, and we've got some good flavors going on in there. We're going to leave that flavor in there and add in our flour. Our flour is going to be our thickening agent to this, and our gravy is going to be so delicious. So go ahead and get this all incorporated and stirred through. And once this is incorporated, we will add in our milk. You can use heavy cream. For less fat content, you can use milk. It will thicken up Go ahead and give it a stir and just let it all the flavors meld. You're going to want this to come up to a boil. And when it starts to bubble, you can add in more seasoning, more salt, more pepper to your taste. And it will be done once it starts to bubble because it should start to thicken. Do not keep cooking it until it is thick because that will make it very thick once it cools. So you want it just to be starting to thicken and it's done, and then turn off the heat. The even cooking with Hell's Kitchen Cookware with this pan, this came together so quick. The biscuits were done, the gravy was done, and we were able to enjoy breakfast so quick. When's the last time you enjoyed delicious sausage biscuits and gravy? Let me know in the comments. You can see that the sauce is really starting to come together. It's done. We're able to grab the biscuits, nice piping hot, and put a little gravy over them. Now, do you like a little gravy or do you like a lot of gravy? I love the biscuits, so I like to get that flavor in there as well. And look how easy it is to get these biscuits out of the pan. They just slid out. I was so impressed. Easy cleanup, just a little wiping. And here's the gravy thickened up after cooling. Get your own set of cookware at hellskitchenstore.com. And if you wanted to reheat the gravy, all you need to do to thin it out is add a little water or milk, whatever your preference is. And let me know in the comments, would you go back for seconds or would it be thirds? Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you have a great day. Take care.